Are you guys ready for an exciting meeting? I know we're on the clock here, so I want to get started. We had a question jar for the first time, so we're going to get to that towards the end of it, but wanted to give you guys a quick sales update before we have another more technical update at the Thanksgiving dinner that we'll have in, seems like tomorrow. Just wanted to introduce a couple new sales guys to you, and then Kelly's going to introduce a couple of new technical people we have on board, and then we're going to get back to a little sales update, and then wrap up with any questions you guys have. So new to the sales team, just to get you guys up to speed, we have Marcello. He's you can stand up, Marcello. He's a tall guy. Our new East Coast guy, we have Scott House from up in Detroit. He's working with our OEM guys and some of our Midwest contractors. I think you guys have met Steve before. If you haven't, you have to now. I'm sorry.
2 years next month.
Our West Coast guy, he's not here very often, so he might not look familiar.
The last name, you said Steve.
Steve Floth. If you like to know Floss, Mr. Floth, as I call him. We have Jesse Shoemaker. He's more of a local guy from Michigan City, but joined us actually started at Ashbury this year, and so he's up to speed with us now. And where is Kelly's back there. Looking for John. John is a sales consultant that we've been working with, so take a bow, John. He's been meeting with us over the last couple days as we forecast and prepare for the next year and find our direction. Going to hand it over to Kelly to introduce his guys, and then we'll get back to giving you guys your sales update.
I'll just stand up. Hopefully you guys can hear me instead of swapping mics.
Oh yeah, you're going to love this.
That's creative. I'm Kelly McEuen, and I'm also, for everybody, I haven't met everybody, but I'm working on a sort of our special project with our Commander team. We don't have everybody here. We're missing Dave Bowman, which everybody knows, but we also have Daryl Davis, who is, you can stand up too, Daryl, who's working with us as we're developing, and this is all part of our development objective. We'll show more at Thanksgiving. Bear Hayden has just joined us about 6 or 8 weeks ago, and is really doing a lot of support with us and sort of sales engineering and getting people up to speed in the field. And Brad, who is hiding over in the corner, which everybody already knows. So anyway, thank you. We'll show you guys more at Thanksgiving.
We're looking forward to giving you guys a demo of that new product because we've been spending a lot of time on it. Maybe you haven't seen it on the floor, but definitely the engineering team and the software teams have seen that. That's been in development over the last 2 to 3 years with Dell and Intel, as we've talked about. So we're looking forward to showing you a demo of that around Thanksgiving. To give you a bit of a sales update, it was fun to have a meeting on a low note. I think everybody knows we had a slow month this last month, which we all felt or saw out there. We were pretty slow. The good thing about this year is we also had a couple of record high months, so it's been a little bit of a roller coaster, which is why I didn't put a graph up behind me because it would have made us all a little dizzy. But we've had a lot of highs and a low month this last month, but we're seeing it pick up again, and we're expecting that to continue in the next year. Part of why we expect a lot of growth next year is we're onboarding a lot of new customers, a lot of new contractors that are excited about the products that you guys are helping us to deliver. We're going to have Doug stand up and, actually right now he can come over and give you a little bit of the voice of the customer because he's been onboarding a couple of these new contractors that are very large. They're going to be buying a lot of our products over the next couple of years, and Doug's done a great job of leading our new onboarding process that we've developed over the last couple months. We call it Stormtrooper training, but the premise of it is a top to bottom rebuild of how we train them, how we onboard them. Training has done a great job of giving them more attention and getting them educated on our products faster so we can get them on board faster and start growing. So I'll leave it to Doug to give his feedback on what they've had to say about it.
Well, I am not the new sales guy. Most of you know that, though. Yeah, we all drew straws, and I lost, so that's why I'm here. But no, we have had some great recruitments, and and Starting January of next year, I will have been here for 12 years. And I can tell you very truthfully that in that 12-year period, the quality of products that we are producing now and the innovative nature of the products we are making, we're getting a different level of customer than we have ever been able to attract before. And a big portion of that is due to the efforts of the folks in this room. You're the people that make that possible for us. And so, truthfully, from behalf of the sales team, I want to thank all of you for what you've done for us. You make our jobs a heck of a lot easier. Some of the customers that we have onboarded, we expect to be high volume producers for us going forward into 2018 and beyond. And Mitch mentioned a little bit about the Stormtrooper training. What's that it really is involved is a very concentrated level of technical training. We've done multiple classes for our customers at their site. We've brought our trainers in, we've brought our products in, our hardware in. We've done sales training for them. We've done operations training for them. Tracy Knafel's been on the phone with them doing administrative training, because what we typically found is once we brought a new customer on board, it typically took them 18 to 24 months to come up to speed with our product and get comfortable enough that they could use it proficiently. So we've made a decision to come up with this Stormtrooper training to increase that onboarding or reduce that onboarding time and bring them up to speed with the products faster. And it's working very, very well. The feedback we've received from our customers has been extremely positive. And again, we thank the training team, our sales engineers, and everybody that's touched that process as well. It's just really helped us to streamline the entire event. So that's kind of the new customer focus, voice of. Do you want to hit questions?
First 2 questions out of the jar.
Sure, I can do that. I got them in my pocket. I was prepared for once. Let's see, it says, what are the key points of selling KMC products that we promote most as a sales team? And there's quite a few of those, but the one that seems to resonate the most with people is the fact that it's an American-made product made in the breadbasket of America in northern Indiana by American workers. Every time I mention that fact or I bring it up, people's eyes light up. That's important to them. It's always been important, but it's even more important now than it ever has been in the past. So that is certainly one of the major things that we talk about when we're out there. Second question I have here is what makes our customers want to buy from us versus one of our competitors? That's pretty simple. The theme of our company, right, is innovative and intuitive products by responsive and supportive people. And the thing that we hear all the time is KMC is easy to do business with. When I have a problem, I call in, I get a live person on the phone, I can actually talk to somebody, I'm not stuck in voicemail jail, and I may or may not get a call back 2 days later, which is way too late to deal with my problem. So they like the personal touch, they like working with the smaller organization, and they like the ability to reach out and connect to us on a one-on-one basis. So that's one of the things they really love about doing business with KMC. What do they like the least? And what would they like us to do differently? Well, you know, customers are never happy about some things. You know, you have to make policies as a corporation, and there are times when they'll complain about, well, you know, we don't want to have to pay for an RMA, or we don't want to have to pay for this. We have to explain to them it costs us money when you send a product back, because, you know, it's funny. You have to explain to them. People legitimately will send a product back, and it'll, you know, be legitimate that it was defective. But some of the things we get back, when you open it up and the box is black and it smells like burnt toast, no, sorry, that's not a defective product, guys. You did that out in the field. So we have to kind of explain to them how that works. So understanding the RMA process is certainly something that's a challenge for us. So those are the questions that I had. You got more?
Yeah, I'll jump in with these ones now. Thanks, Doug. Doug Miller, everybody. A lot of the questions that we got, the bulk of them here were in reference to the slowdown over the last month. To put some numbers on it, like I said, we were having a great year before this last month. So at that point, we were up 10 to 11% before last month. We're still up 5% over last year after the bad month. So even though it felt like a bad slowdown. We're still growing, not where we want to be growing, but we are still growing. And now we're seeing that the sales start to pick up again on the other side of that. So the last two are both more related to actually Kelly's team, the Dell partnership and more of the Commander product, which you guys don't get a lot of visibility into because obviously we don't manufacture that Dell box here, but our hope is that it will pull a lot more of our products that we do manufacture here through. And I think you're going to see a lot more of that over the next year or two as we start to get more Commander out, and it's going to be a lot of fun to actually show you what that looks like in a couple of weeks when we can give you a live demo of the product and show you what we've been working on, because a lot of what energizes the people that we talk to is that we call it the Nest thermostat of a commercial building. So basically getting all of the virtual thermostats and access to their building through their phone, and the market's excited about it, and we're excited to show you what we've been working on, and we'll do that in a couple weeks over the Thanksgiving break. So if there's any other questions, we'll take them now, and if not, we'll get you out of here a little early. Questions? Crickets? All right. Well, we're going to keep going with the idea jar, the question jar next time. Maria, thank you for bringing that up. I think it's a great idea. And if you have any questions in the meantime, you don't have to wait till the next meeting. You can just ask us. But thanks for coming, and we look forward to seeing you for Thanksgiving dinner, which I don't know if Bob is in here, if we know the date or the time for that yet. We don't. I'm sure we're going to get that locked down pretty quick because it's flying at us at a fast pace. So thanks again, and we'll see you soon.